Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to another session, thought-provoking lesson with Mr. Smith. And again, this is for the young folks out there mainly. I just thought there's a couple random things that I saw in, quote, TV, media, etc., that I thought I'd point out. I'm online and I come across this little advertisement here, and it says, "Tired of a dusty house? Try this. How this grandma turned her dusty house into a fresh air paradise without lifting a finger." Now, fantasy world time, fantasy world, they're programming us to be really lazy and live in a fantasy world. If you want your place to be clean, you got to work. Cleaning is work. Okay? But it's rewarding work because keeping your place clean is very satisfying. But they're always trying to sell you or get you to believe that you can just continue to be on social media, get likes, bump and grind and Tinder, and you don't have to actually do any work anymore. Oh, and your job is going to be this wonderful, you're going to be a lawyer fighting for the environment every day and making tons of money, but yet keep your morality. Oh, those are the jobs that everybody wants, those unrealistic jobs. Hey, oh, no, you don't have to clean. You don't have to get down on your knees and get the hard-to-reach places. Technology takes care of that for you. Wrong! Okay, you still got to clean. Just another example of how America and the Western world is fantasy land, and we're all in fantasy land. They program us to just sit around and wait for that government check, and everything's going to be okay. Anyway, that's the first example. Let's look at something else. Oh, actually, before we go on to something else, for those of you that believe in the Most High and the Scriptures, doesn't it say that we would have to work to get into the kingdom? Right? Adam and Eve were given everything. Everything was made easy, and they didn't follow his commandments, so then he said, okay, now you got to work for it. It's kind of like giving a 16-year-old with a brand new driver's license an $80,000 BMW, doesn't know what he's got, doesn't know the value of it, drives it like crazy, doesn't take care of it, and crashes it. And now his parents say, because you've done this, now you're going to get a 1987 Buick Skylark, and you're going to constantly have to work at it and keep it in shape and fix it to get to where you're going. All right, let's move on to the next thing. Here's another example of media and television putting us in fantasy lands. Shout out to Jungle Surfer. That's his YouTube channel. He does a lot of interesting work and brings forth a lot of thought-provoking things. I copied this from his channel. He has the actual video footage of this picture here. This is NASA. A couple characters at NASA, and then the person on the left, which looks more like a man, and the person on the right looks more like a feminine type of thingy. They're discussing, the guy on the right is telling the person on the left about how they've discovered all these cool things about, I think it's Saturn or Jupiter, and there's rivers, and they're finding all these things. There's rivers of water and all this stuff, and I'm like, no, they don't know. They don't know. They're just making this stuff up. But they're putting young people in a fantasy world, like, oh yeah, when I grow up, I'm going to be an astronaut, and I'm going to go to Jupiter. Yeah, we all fell for it. Notice the hexagons in the back there. It's a very 666-ish, right? 6 corners, 6 sides, 6 faces, 6 little triangles. That hexagon. Whenever you see that popping up, that's an occult symbol. And then the color purple in the middle of the hexagons, that denotes like androgyny, right? The mixing of red and blue. And then if you look at the person on the left, right, she's in black, right, denoting possible witchcraft, sorcery, and he's also wearing a black jacket on the right, or it. Just thought I'd point that out. Why would NASA have these purple hexagons in the back? Just coincidence? They hired an interior designer that has a fetish for hexagons? I don't think so. And if you listen to this guy here talk, it's just very feminine. Look at the neck. No Adam's apple. I don't know. I don't know what's going on there. There's just something not right. That weird chin. Anyway, but you see the purple hexagons in the back. And I've known some young people that want to work for NASA, and these young people are very androgynous. It's just fascinating to me. Interesting. Maybe some of you out there know some of the connections or have seen this as well. But the guy clearly, if you go find this clip, he's just talking all these things about the planets and how they know that there's this on this planet and that on that planet, and and he's just creating a fantasy world. They don't know. Anywho, another example of how television is a psychological warfare, keeping us passive, lazy, and in a fantasy world. I hope you guys are having a blessed day, and thanks for stopping in. And this is Mr. Smith, and we will see you on the next one. May the Most High keep you and bless you.